Hello everyone. So if you remember, if you follow my channel, of course, then I'm sure you remember that recently I made few videos, couple of videos on Oracle free tier. Now, the good thing about Oracle free tier is that they will actually give you a few servers to work on, and those free servers, those 4 servers to be very specific for free, are actually quite okay. I mean, uh, if you look at the configuration, you will actually get a lot of RAM. You will also get CPUs, and you can actually create your own server. So what I have been doing since January, so I started this particular free tier. I signed up for this particular free tier uh, program sometime in January, and for the first 1 month, I didn't really do much because I was not really sure whether I should do a lot of things. Now I have been playing with it. I have been actually playing with these instances, and what you can actually do, you can actually create 2 of these instances of type micro, where I believe you will get 1 GB of RAM, and the other one will have, I believe, 12 GB of RAM. The other two. So basically, 2 of these micros and 2 of these Ampere A1 computer. I don't really know, to be honest, about the exact configuration, but on this particular page you can find, and I believe with each VM you will get 47 GB of storage, which is actually quite enough, quite a lot. Now what I did for one of, like, I of course have 4, because the moment I came to know about the option to create 4 of them for free. So what I did after my trial of the full version expired, I actually started playing with the free tier VMs, and on one of the E21 micro, I actually used it for, so basically all the machines, all the VMs are running on Ubuntu. You can also use Oracle Linux, but I tried it and it was missing some packages, and it was a pain to even install FFmpeg. So what I did, on one of these machines, I basically just used that machine for live streaming, and it works fine. I mean, for 720p stream, it was working great. For 1080p, it was not really working great, but it was still working. But I was streaming for, I was able to stream continuously without any problem for 3 hours, and then due to some problem, I don't know. I guess it was probably the problem with the bandwidth or network. I don't know exactly, but there was some problem, and the stream was disconnected. So I'm actually trying to now write a script that will restart the stream whenever there is an error. I guess I'll probably just run it in while loop, and let us see. I guess it will work, because good thing about streaming on YouTube is, I guess anywhere else, that if the stream stops, the actual live stream will not really stop immediately. It will probably wait for some time. I guess maybe a minute or two, maybe a bit more. I don't know, but you can actually restart FFmpeg if your script is, if your script has failed. Just start the script again and it will continue. Of course, it will start from the beginning, because what I do, I basically have videos in a folder that I just stream loop on YouTube. So I will probably modify the script to continue, or basically restart the FFmpeg command if there is a problem, if there is an error, and I'm sure there is a way. I did search online and I found few things, but I guess it shouldn't be difficult. It's just a shell script, right? Because when I was able to, because I was monitoring my live stream, I mean not actively, but I was looking at the live stream, and the moment I noticed that okay, live stream is not really, I mean I had that terminal window open of my server, and the moment it was down, I just started the script again, and it was able to continue. The stream was basically able to, the stream was live for, I guess, 6 hours, a bit more than 6 hours, and then I went to my sleep, and I woke up in the morning and I realized that okay, after 3 hours, it was again stopped. So this is, I think, still not bad. And for the other server, I'm not really sure, but on one of the 12 GB server, I actually installed web server Apache, LAMP setup, and I'm now using it for testing the websites that I built. And on one of the others, or on the fourth server, I basically installed I'm still installing Jira. I'm trying to figure out, and maybe I'll share. So I was actually able to use all of those servers except one. I still have one micro server, which I'm not really sure, but most likely I will use it for backup. But my feedback is that I guess if you're getting it for free, there is nothing wrong with it. And if you are learning Linux, then it is wonderful. I think you should always, first of all, if you want to learn Linux, you should do it on your local. That is the ultimate way of doing things. But if you have access to a server, you can actually, take your knowledge to the next level, because managing a server is a bit more challenging than managing your own local computer. I mean, it depends. I mean, talking about, let us say if you have to ensure that your Apache server is running all the time, or if your Jira instance is running all the time, or whatever application that you're running has to be online, and you want to basically ensure that you have to secure the server, create some firewall rules. So there are things that you will learn on local, but you will be able to test those things properly when you have an actual server. And we never really had this option to have free servers when I was learning Linux 22 years ago. But now I think no, not even 22 years ago. I think I started playing with Linux in late 90s, and it was only in 1999 when I started doing my engineering, when I had to learn it, because that is what we were supposed to do. But the thing is that back then there was no simple, easy, cheap, convenient way to get access to a server, unless you're working in a company where they will give you access to their data, like their proper servers, their racks, which fortunately I got, but that was probably in 2004-5 when I had access, like my access card used to work to enter the first floor of the building, where they had they had nothing but servers, and it was a wonderful feeling because that was like great thing. You're surrounded by those servers where you can have actual fans, making sure the temperature of these racks are under control. But the thing is that nowadays everything is so easy and it is free. So my feedback, there are other ways to do these similar things also on Amazon. To be honest, on Amazon, on AWS, that was the thing for a long time. Like it has been possible to do it on AWS, but I think you have to make sure that you have the card which is active, and at the same time you will probably get only 1 year. And I think there is also a similar thing that you can do with Google Cloud. But for some strange reason, I don't really think that I was able to use them for a long time. And with Oracle Cloud, I feel a bit more comfortable for some reason. I don't know what the reason is. Maybe it is because they don't really store my credit card. I did enter it in the beginning, but I don't really see that card anywhere any longer. So I guess I can just play with it for a long time. And overall, I think the interface, the way it works, it is not difficult. So I was able to create my own VMs quickly. And if you search online, you will find plenty of videos showing how to do it within few minutes. So this is definitely, useful. And I'm not really asking you to buy it. Maybe you want to. If you want to, you can. But for example, my production sites are running on a very cheap VPS. I do pay for those servers. And I have no intention to, I've tried a lot of servers in the past, I think 20 years. For example, I've used DreamHost, I've used Webfaction, I've used Linode, I've used Impact VPS, I've used few more. So I've used like a lot of, and of course I've used those big companies, Amazon, Google Cloud. But for my own personal needs, I always prefer something very cheap that I can control and I don't have to pay a lot. And I don't really have like massive sites. Most of my sites are straightforward, simple, and they don't really get a lot of traffic. But I need them. I need my sites. And if needed, I can always scale up. But for learning purpose, I think nowadays it is so easy and convenient to just sign up for this free account. And you can actually do wonderful things with these 4 virtual private servers for free. And that is all I wanted to talk about today in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much. Bye bye.